Good morning, everyone. We'll begin our meditation starting with a song by Stowe Good.
Before the craziness begins, I breathe deep and go within. Here I am, an empty cup. I pray, God, please fill me up. Help me see your grand design. Lead me to a quiet mind. Right now I have all I need. All that's left to do is breathe. Before the craziness begins, I breathe deep and go within. Here I am, an empty cup. I pray, God, please fill me up. Help me see your grand design. Lead me to a quiet mind. One more time, I breathe you in. Before the craziness begins. So breathe freely, breathe often. Make your life beautiful with every breath you take.
Welcome to this meditation on peace. Join with me in consciousness. I invite you to join me now in a focus on some of the different world faith traditions. Find yourself a comfortable position. And notice any places of tension. And just relax. Relax these places. And then just let it go. Taking gentle but deep breaths. Feel yourself centering. Allow your mind to gently quiet down and bring your attention to your heart center. I invite you to remember that there is only one source. It is the divinity within all of life. And every religious path is a path to this divinity. I invite you to honor at this time each faith tradition, knowing we are all awakening to our oneness. I invite you to join me in this one as I speak in the first person and the present tense, focusing on the peace I wish to see in the world. Within my mind and heart, I feel the great I Am of Spirit as it invites me home to my true nature. It fills me with deep and abiding peace. United in love with my Hindu sisters and brothers, I acknowledge the truth of their teachings. Remembering words from their scripture that ask, without meditation, is there peace? Without peace, can there be happiness? I know the peace of spirit shining now within me and within all who honor the path of Hinduism. In the words of Buddha, the Enlightened One, be a light unto yourself. I have faith in myself, and I alone am the creator of my destiny. In this moment filled with the wisdom of Buddha, I relax more deeply into the peace of the Creator, aware of the inherent goodness that fills me now. I know the peace of God, shining now within me and within all who honor the path of Buddhism. The words of Confucius remind me of the power of peace. Seek to be in harmony and live in peace. And so the yin-yang of spirit is awakened to its fullest power within me. The masculine-feminine sides of my nature reach out to one another, and I know the balance of true peace, expressing as unconditional love for all life. I know the peace of God, shining now within me and within all who honor the path of Confucianism. The moon and crescent of a new day lifts my awareness upward toward Allah, and I hear these words from the Quran. God will guide men to peace. He will lead them from the darkness of war to the light of peace. This light of peace is brightly shining now within me and within all people. As I rest into its brilliance and let go all fear, I know the peace of God shining within me and within all who honor the path of Islam. I see the ascending and descending triangles of God's love and spiritual power combining into the perfection of the Star of David, as my heart opens to the revelation of truths given by the prophets of old. When a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. I know the peace of God, shining now within me and within all who honor the path of Judaism. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Love and light stream into my consciousness to confirm the truth of these words, as I recognize the magnificent example set by the Master Jesus. I know the peace of God, shining now within me and within all who honor the path of Christianity. The light of God now illumines all visionaries and peacemakers upon my planet, acknowledging their work regardless of the name they use to honor their Creator. All faiths, all light bearers, all who seek to express love to one another. The Holy Spirit blesses them, and I feel the expansion of light to illumine all the world. the universe. As I affirm within the depths of my heart, let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Peace fills every cell of my body. I am the peace I wish to see in the world. I take a few moments now to be the peace, to feel the peace, to express the peace. I express deep gratitude, knowing that the peace has begun with me. I am filled to overflowing with a sense of love, of wholeness, and serenity. Grateful, honored, and peaceful, I gently bring my attention back to the room, knowing the peace that resides within me continues to express in the world. I bless my life, and I bless the knowing that as I choose to be the peace, it emanates out from me and transforms the world. And when you're ready, open your eyes, knowing life is good. And anytime you wish, you can choose to be the peace. And so it is.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center of Hamilton, and welcome to all of you who are with us this morning online. As always, we're appreciative of your presence. My name is Marcia Daly, and I will be your presider for today. So, as we begin, we know that everything that this community receives, 10% of it goes back out to bless, and we are blessing Unity Canada and New Hope Community Bikes. Now, our power for the month is Divine Order, and as you can see, the color is olive green. Yes, very rich. So let's say the affirmation together. I experience order by cooperating with spiritual law. My life is balanced and in order, and all is well. The intelligence of the universe is expressing through me now. I am divine order. And today again we will be singing along with the videos because our dear Emilio has not yet come back to us.
Good morning, Unity Spiritual Center. It's Karen Drucker coming to you from San Francisco this morning. How are you? Wish I was there in person with you, but today I'm hoping you'll sing along with me. So this is my magic wand that says that you can sing. You can sing. So it goes like this. It's all about choosing. What do I want my day to be? I choose. And what do I want to feel today? I choose. Yep, me. And what do I want to say today? I choose. It's up to me to choose. I choose. I choose. And if you want to get up and dance around the room, feel free. I choose. Yes, I do. All right, here's how it goes. Today, I choose to be grateful, so grateful today. I choose to be grateful, grateful. Here's your part. Today, sing with me now. I choose to be grateful, to be grateful, so grateful today. I choose to be grateful, grateful, happy today. I choose to be happy, so happy today. I choose to be happy, happy. How about peaceful today? Take a deep breath. I choose to be peaceful, so peaceful today. I choose to be peaceful, peaceful. Now here's what it comes down to. Whatever I choose is how my day's gonna be. I claim what I want, cause it's all up to me. Oh, cause today I choose to be loving, so loving today. I choose to be loving, loving. How about joyful today? I choose joyful, to be joyful, so joyful today. I choose to be joyful, joyful. Now I want you to pick your own word. So today I choose, what's your word? To be present, happy, abundant. What's your word? All right, now pick another one. Pick another word. Today there's an abundance of words you can be. I choose to be. Today I choose to be. Whatever I choose is how my day's gonna be. I claim what I want, cause it's all up to me. You know it's all up to me. Today I choose to be thankful, so thankful today. I choose choose to be grateful, so grateful today. I choose to be grateful, grateful, to be grateful, grateful, to be grateful, grateful, big finish, to be grateful, grateful.
That Karen Drucker is so lovely, isn't she? I'm Anna Hokangas, and it's my absolute delight to be here with you today. So join with me in this opening prayer. As I breathe and relax into this moment, I remember that God is all there is. It is the divine presence that permeates all things seen and unseen. It is all potentiality. It is infinite. And it is being me right here, right now. And I know that as I open up and ask for my life to be even better than it has been before, then all kinds of things are drawn to me because Spirit says yes. For Spirit is right where I am. So today I choose to be grateful, not only for everything that is in my life, but all the unfolding good that is coming my way. So with a peaceful heart and a grateful attitude, I let go and I let it be so. Please join with me in affirming, and so it is. And our next song, Thank You for This Day, Karen Drucker.
Okay, it's time to get up. Start dancing. Here you go. You ready? Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. That's the whole thing. Sing. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for I'm very demanding. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Healing, this healing, this healing, healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Sing it again. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this healing, this healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful. Sing that again. You got more friends to thank. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my wonderful, wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Oh, my health, sorry. Thank you for my health, Spirit. My radiance, my radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. My radiant, my radiant. All right, now let's thank our life. Here we go. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Now this is a glorious, for my life, glorious life. For my life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. My glorious, my glorious. Thank you for
Loving it so far? And now we turn our attention to the absolute word, which is together. And the affirmation says, I'm better when we work, play, and pray together. Joining with others to work makes the job easier. Joining together for fun multiplies the enjoyment. I give myself a boost and brighten my mood when there is camaraderie, cooperation, and support. All people everywhere are divine and human. In our divinity, we are identical, while in our humanity, we are unique. When I work, play, or pray with others, something greater than the sum of our individual efforts and insights results. The awareness of divine love grows and multiplies as we recognize it in one another and give it fuller expression in ourselves. Work becomes more productive, play more enjoyable, and prayer more fulfilling. Together we produce more good work and feel more joy and happiness than any of us could accomplish on our own.
And again, the wonderful Patricia Bahia.
Every heart, one love. People shouting like they got the answer. Louder and louder now, I'm drowning in a sea of anger. Quick to judge, pass the blame, assign the labels. Wish we'd all stop acting like we're strangers. If we could see underneath, we are one family. And it don't matter where you come from. Every heart beats to the rhythm of one love. One love, one love. Every heart beats to the rhythm of one love. Every heart beats to the rhythm of one. What if we could rise above division, look for the good, and take the time to really listen to everybody, every voice and every color. Give love 'cause we were made to love each other. And even if we disagree, we are one family. And it don't matter where you come from. Every heart beats to the rhythm of one love. One love, one love. Every heart beats to the rhythm of one. Every heart beats to the rhythm. Every heart beats to the rhythm. Every heart beats to the rhythm of one love. Every heart beats to the rhythm. Every single heart beats to the rhythm. Every heart beats to the rhythm. Oh, yeah, yeah. Every heart beats to the rhythm of one love. Every single heart. Every heart beats to the rhythm of one love. One love, one love. Every heart beats to the rhythm of one love. One love. Every heart beats to the rhythm of one love. Every heart beats to the rhythm of one love. Every heart beats to the rhythm of one love.
Today on our journey through peace, I'd like to look at the term Om Shanti Om. And we hear it a lot. I've heard it for a long time and never really knew what it meant, knew that it had something to do with peace. But it actually stands for peace, peace, peace. And so there is no place like OM. I like that. Join in the experience of the power of coming together as a unity peace sangha, or in other words, sangha meaning spiritual community, with the intention of raising the vibration of peace in our own lives and in the world. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that as to how we can find peace with all of this noise. And the silence is not out there, it's actually within you. And so learning how to recognize that no matter what's going on around you, that you can find peace. So we're going to look at inner silence, at Om Shanti Om, and the square root of 1%, just because we might as well do math. School started, right? So you don't need to control the world around you. You need to control your own inner thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Because stuff happens in our lives, sometimes really traumatic, drastic things, and other times small little things. And it's really what you've got going on inside that will determine the kind of day you're going to have. So, can I wear earplugs to meditate? Someone asked me one time. Or can I turn on music to drown out the background noise? Yeah, you can. But there's value in learning to let the world be what it is. Because really, it's going to be what it is, no matter how you're responding to it. So even if you don't have a meditation practice, I'd invite you to take 10 minutes, maybe 5, to just close your eyes and observe your breath. And if it's not closing your eyes, maybe it's sitting under a tree and listening to the sound of the leaves in the wind. Or maybe, like here in this location, to just close your eyes and hear the sound of the ongoing traffic that's on the street behind us. And allow it to be like a white noise that just brings you to your center. And the more you focus on your breath, the more the noises become faded in the background. Like, I don't know about you, but there's a good part of the time that I'm here on a Sunday, I don't hear that traffic at all. But if I say, listen to the traffic, it's like it's so loud. And that's how our minds work, is what we put our focus on is what ends up growing. So from a device or a loud conversation next to you, you can choose to focus on it or ignore it. I mean, think about the times that you go to a really noisy restaurant, or when we were younger and we were clubbing, or maybe you still do. You still manage to hear the music, you manage to hear your friends, and it can be really super noisy. And in no time you'll be meditating with no problem, because the silence is within you. So if noise has bothered you up to this point, maybe do something like just focus on your breath. Try seeing if you can hear your heartbeat. Or put your hand on your wrist and feel your pulse while you're meditating. Something to bring your focus to your center and get that inner silence. So our minds can be very busy when we quiet and focus our minds, we can harness the energy of the infinite presence to create what we want in our lives. And peace happens to be what I'm looking at today, but it may seem miraculous to some of you, but when you bring your focus to the truth of who you are, that you are spirit in this body, and that when you say, this is how I choose to experience my life as peace, then that spirit, that presence that is right where you are, actually starts to have that happen for you. Whether you choose to accept it or not is another story. And yesterday we had a board retreat for the day, and we had fun playing together, which is so important because we work together normally talking about business, and so to spend a day just playing and chatting was a wonderful thing to do. And it's important to take time to focus on the things that you really, really desire in life, no matter how busy you are. And when you do it in community, it amplifies the effect. One of the things that I said to our group yesterday, and there's 6 of us, 5 on the board and me, is that our job as the leadership of this center are to be that which we wish to see in the world. And when we are that, that reflects on everyone that comes here and everyone that connects with us and beyond. And so that's our only job as an individual too, is to be that which you wish to see in the world. And when you are, it starts showing up as other people, as activities, as ideas, as just overall experience. So this is from HinduAmerica.org. The word Om is defined by Hindu scripture as being, the original vibration of the universe. And the word Om is defined by Hindu scripture as being, by chanting Om, the mind becomes aligned with the breath, which enables a person to get into the elevated state of consciousness called samadhi, which is again from HinduAmerican.org. The activity of attaining samadhi brings the materially absorbed mind under control, which enables a person to have one pointed focus towards spiritual realization. And there are some people who will chant other words, but Om is, they say, the song of the universe. And when you can chant Om, when you're feeling upset or unpeaceful or just worried, can get you more centered more quickly than just breathing. So let's just, at whatever rate you want to do it, chant Om 3 times. We'll start now. Om, Om, Om. My lips started to tickle. It's interesting that everything started to vibrate. Now let's do it as a community together and make the Oms as long as you can. Beginning now. Om. I heard the puppy go whimper, like she could feel it. Like, what is that she's saying? It's interesting how I felt tingly all over. Did you? There's a real difference when we do it together than there is doing it on your own. So notice as I chant Om 3 times by myself. Om, Om, Om. It's very different, isn't it, than doing it together. It's still effective, but very different. So let's do it again. Om, Om, Om. So good. I hope you were doing it at home too. Shanti is the Sanskrit word for peace, amplify the energy of the word peace by surrounding it with Om. So let's try this one. Om Shanti 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 Om. Om Shanti 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 Om. There's a wonderful CD done by a gentleman in Guelph. His name is Dennis Guimont, and it's chants. And he was here one time doing chants with us, and he does Om Shanti Om. And there are other artists too that you can get the recordings of and do it with them. So if you want to fill the room not only with the sound from the music, but from your own voice, it's a wonderful way to do it. So now I'd like to talk about something called the square root of 1%. Any idea what that might be? Impossible. Impossible. In math, it's infinite, so no. It can go to the smallest and the largest in infinity. So the amount of multitasking that you are asking your brain to do goes largely undetected. At this moment, you're having thoughts, you're having sensations, and you're having feelings. Some of these are in the front of your awareness, like the attention you're paying right now to me. And other things are on the edge of your awareness, like the comfort or discomfort that your body is feeling, the temperature in the room, the noises going on around you. And hidden from your awareness are the dozens of physical processes and communication from your brain to the 50 trillion cells in your body. If all of that made a loud noise, it'd be pretty noisy, wouldn't it? I don't know if you've ever been in the bathtub or in water where you submerge your ears and you can hear the sounds of your body. It's really quite fascinating how much noise it makes. So since you use your brain every day, every waking moment, it's easy to forget that it needs resetting. And so that's what I'd like to look at today. Without a chance to do a reset, the brain actually gradually loses its ability to self-regulate, including the nervous system and every cell in your body. Now, maybe you never thought of that. Physical symptoms such as tension, headache, lower back pain, irregular sleep, and indigestion result when you don't reset your brain. And your brain knows how you have chosen to live, and it will respond the only way it knows how, by adapting. So, you know, you've heard of some people say that we in North America anyways, live under a really high degree of stress every day, and we don't recognize that we do, because we have gotten so tolerant of that level of stress and worry and concern and speed and whatever you want to add to that. And the brain adapts to the extreme conditions by having obesity and high stress and habitual rage and chronic lack of sleep and head trauma. And each adaptation comes at a cost. The optimal functioning of the brain gets compromised. You know, when I read that about the obesity, that there is like a level of stress that's created in my body because of the size that I am. And my body has had to adjust, and my brain has had to adjust. And I think to myself, well, you know, some days, like, I'm pretty smart. But can you imagine how smart I would be if I didn't have all that extra stress? Like, whew, you wouldn't be able to stand me. My halo would be so shiny. And I know I'm making a joke about that, but all of the things that we've got going on in our lives are making us not as optimal as we could be. And so if you don't feel as though you're functioning to the highest of your abilities, then maybe there are some things you can do to reset your brain, to reset what's going on. And the way out of stress, panic, and feeling agitated is to leave the stressful situation and let your brain reset to its normal state. So, how do we do that? You spend time in a zone of peace and quiet, and allow your brain to reset itself. And it actually happens automatically. You don't have to ask it to do it. It just, it will happen if you take time. So whether it be sitting outside under your favorite tree, or maybe it's just holding your kitten, or maybe it's just looking at clouds, or some beautiful music. And close your eyes so that nothing else distracts you. But that few moments resets your brain, and the stress level goes right down, in most cases, to zero. And then your body can start to function normally again. And the more you give yourself that break when you're feeling stressed, the better you're going to feel and smarter you're going to be. So when you allow peace and quiet to settle in, you're telling your brain that you appreciate being calm. You're teaching it to seek this calm again so that eventually it becomes a natural part of you. So what I'm saying is you can create the habit, the craving for peace by giving it to yourself as often as you can. So where you allow peace and quiet to settle in tells your brain that you appreciate being calm. There's something called the Maharishi effect. And that's what the square root of 1% talks about. It shows that it only takes the square root of 1% of the population consciously meditating on peace to substantially affect the world around us. So it was, I believe, in the 70s, and they had a group of people which was the square root of 1% of the people of that area. And what they did was they meditated on peace for the square root of 1% of a year. And I don't have the facts for you as to how many people that was and how many minutes that was. But they had a crime rate reduction that was so substantial, it was something like over 30% in that area, in that time that they were doing that. And so you can have the Maharishi effect by taking the square root of 1% of a day to affect your life. So in Canada, for instance, we have 34 million people plus. The square root of 1% is 588 meditators. So think about that. If 588 people in Canada meditated on peace on a regular basis, we would start to have more peace in Canada. That's not very many. I mean, we actually fulfill a lot of that already, just us. And in Ontario, the whole province of Ontario, it's 145. In this community, it's less than one person. So group meditation is a tool for peace, and it can be used as a tool for peace. When we were first studying to be ministers, my husband, Reverend Randy, and I, we thought we would do this thing called the Great Peace Experiment because we had just read about this Maharishi effect. And so we figured, okay, what is the square root of 1% of a day? It was 3 minutes and 48 seconds. Okay? So we had to commit to 3 minutes and 48 seconds every day to be the peace we want to see in the world. And we were in the Waterloo region, and we happened to have 100 people that had joined us online and agreed to be the peace that they wish to see in the world for 3 minutes and 48 seconds. And the interesting thing is that we had just heard on, I think it was CBC radio, where they said that there was such a high unemployment rate all across Canada, and it happened to be very high in Southern Ontario. And we got the statistics of whatever that was. And that was interesting, and we thought, okay, well, we'll put that in our back pocket and just think about that. And so for 90 days, every day for 3 minutes and 48 seconds, which we didn't have to do it for that long, but we did for 90 days. Everybody got an email, and they got a little recording that was 3 minutes and 48 seconds long, and they listened to that every day, the 100 people. And it was at the end of it, I think it was at about day 88 or something like that, CBC Radio announced that for some reason, the unemployment rate in the Waterloo region had just dropped by 7%. And we looked at each other and said, there's no way you can really prove that it was us that did it. But we knew that it was. And so if you think that even a small group can't be mighty, we can, because we affect a change. And so you may look around you at the people that come to this type of a spiritual center and say, how come it's not jam-packed with people, because this information is so good? All we need is the square root of 1% to change the world. So you know what? We're changing the world just by being who we are and learning about this and doing this as part of our lives. So I'd like to invite us now for 3 minutes and 48 seconds to close your eyes and to, as much as possible, be the peace that you wish to see in the world, whether it be seeing a beautiful scene in your mind's eye, or someone that you love, or doing an activity that you love, with the intention of being peaceful. And we'll begin now. And now gently bring your attention back. And know that you have performed a really definitive act that is affecting the peace in the world. And if 3 minutes and 48 seconds felt impatient to you, then practice. Practice for a minute or two. Or maybe there's something that you can look at that will allow for you to be in that space for that amount of time. So today we looked at inner silence, and that it always does exist within you. And Om Shanti Om. And maybe you'll find yourself chanting this week, Om Shanti Om. Shall we do it one more time? Just the Om 3 times. Om. 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 And the square root of 1% means something new to you today. So let's join Karen in I Am Grateful. I'm not as familiar with this song, but it's beautiful to listen to.
Thank you.
So, if you're wondering what I'm doing, yesterday Celia taught us sacred dance. Very simple steps, but I think this would have been a wonderful song to dance to. Oh, okay. So, what's your takeaway today? And we have a mic, and I'm told it works.
Thank you.
Okay, so Bruce, and then Wendy.
My takeaway is thank you for the service. Makes me feel grateful for what I have, who I am, who my friends are, where I am, everything. Thank you.
Nice.
I loved that last song, and the video was amazing. But anyway, I think your talk to me sort of helped me understand that I should do some more meditation. And I'm not a great meditator because monkey mind gets in the way. So I went to a conference a long time ago, and the speaker was talking about sometimes if you have monkey mind, focus on the sound in the background. And that when we were doing that meditation for the 3 minutes, I was focusing on the sound behind us, and it kind of took me away. It felt like waves. You could hear it come and go. I felt like I was at the ocean, and it was very peaceful, and I loved it, and I think I should do more of it.
Mm-hmm.
About 15 years ago, there was a major international political thing going in Toronto, and there was a lot of protests. And a large group got together at a park on Sunday and meditated together. And afterwards, the police said that the protests and crime rate went down significantly that morning. And so I have proof, too, that, like personally, that it works, and it's amazing. So I'm going to... Wonderful reminder. I'm going to keep it up.
Excellent. Thanks, everybody. So my takeaways are simple. I'm taking away the silence is not out there, it's within. And we all got to practice that this morning. And one of my favorite sounds is the sound of leaves rustling in the wind. If it's a very windy day, especially now that it's warm, that combination, and I'm home, I always go downstairs and sit in my chair and just listen to it. It's the most stimulating sound for me. Now, you spoke about looking at clouds. I have a story. That chair I bought it maybe 2006. From Home Outfitters. I mean, I used to live in Mississauga. They were just at the bottom of the escalator when you went into Square One. And I was coming down the escalator, and I saw there was an orange and a lime green. At the time, it was lime green crazy. But something was wrong with the lime green. They didn't have the accompanying chairs that went with it, so I bought the orange. I have that chair till now. It's almost not orange because of the heat and fading, but it is my favorite chair to be in. So when I lived in Mississauga, I had a long balcony, and I set the chair up there, and I would look at the trees and the clouds. And one morning, I don't remember what day it was, but I was out there and lost in the reverie of the clouds. And I could smell something burning. And I thought, don't my neighbors know they're burning something? So I continued, and I'm lost, and the burn smell is getting stronger and stronger. I'm like, somebody needs to tell them that something is burning. And then I realized it was me. I had put oatmeal on the fire and completely forgot. So there.
Darn clouds.
Oh my goodness, I was peaceful while cleaning the burnt pot too. So say all that to say, there is merit in finding peace in nature. Okay, let's turn our attention to conscious giving. And when we give consciously, it's not just the practice of filling your envelope or clicking on a button in your bank account to send us an e-transfer, but it helps to support our ministry. It helps you to see us every Sunday. And so while we express gratitude for everything that we receive, know within yourself there is an exchange between blessing and praising and asking and forgiving. So let's say together our affirmation, hand on heart. Divine love that I am blesses all I give and all I receive. And in the spirit of giving, this came out of our board retreat yesterday, while we are online, and our intention is to reach as many as 1,000 subscribers. So you'll hear me say from time to time, like and subscribe, because that brings us to the forefront, and so we will fulfill our goal to reach at least 1,000 people.
I started singing way too high with that one, and I couldn't keep it, and then I could hear a voice in the background that was a little lower, and I brought my pitch down, and it was like, oh, good. So today is Potluck Sunday, just to remind everyone, if you can stay, that would be great. There's always lots of food. And know that we are here to pray with you. So if you're forgetting that Spirit always says yes to you, then send me a prayer request, because I can know that truth for you. And you can either fill out a form or send it as an email to prayer@unityspiritualcenter.com. And would you say this prayer together with me, the prayer of protection? The light of God surrounds you. I am the light. The love of God enfolds you. I am the love. The power of God protects you. I am the power. The presence of God watches over you. I am the presence. Wherever you are, God is. Wherever I am, God is. And all is well. And we'll end with another Karen Drecker song. And we see Emilio singing brightly and beautifully as this week progresses. He said he lost his voice. He tried to sing this week and he lost his voice. So I said, you know what? You have to look after that instrument. So he's at home watching us, looking after that instrument.
And he says, I am Om.
He is Om, he says, online. So this is by Karen Drecker.
Thanks for having me today. It's great to be with you all. Let there be peace, I must stand for peace. Let there be love, I must stand for love. Let there be joy, I must stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace, I am a stand for peace. Let there be love, I am a stand for love. Let there be joy, I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. That's the whole thing. Let there be peace, I am a stand for peace. Let there be love, I am a stand for love. Let there be joy, I am let there be love. I am a stand for love, let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Just that last one. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now.
And I'm hoping that you're feeling pretty peaceful. Let's have lunch. And thank you for joining us. If you're watching online, I really appreciate you and I love you. And those of you here, I love you. Bye for now. We'll see you next week.